The Believing Husbands. Once upon a time there dwelt in the land of Erin a young man who was seeking a wife, and of all the maidens round about none pleased him so well as the only daughter of a farmer. The girl was willing, and the father was willing, and very soon they were married, and went to live at the farm. By and by the season came that they must cut off the peats and pile them up to dry, so that they might have fires in the winter. So on a fine day the girl and her husband, and the father and his wife, all went out upon the moor. They worked hard for many hours, and at length grew hungry, so the young woman was sent home to bring them food, and also to give the horses their dinner. When she went in the stable, she suddenly saw the heavy pack saddle of the speckled mare just over her head, and she jumped and said to herself, "Suppose that pack saddle were to fall and kill me, how dreadful it would be!" And she sat down under the pack saddle she was so much afraid of, and began to cry. Now the others out on the moor grew hungrier and hungrier. "What can have become of her?" they asked, and at length the mother declared that she would wait no longer, and she must go and see what happened. As the bride was nowhere in the kitchen or in the dairy, the old woman went into the stable, where she found her daughter weeping bitterly. "What is the matter, my dove?" And the girl answered between her sobs, "When I came in and saw the pack saddle over my head, I thought how dreadful it would be if it fell and killed me." And she cried louder than before. The woman struck her hands together. "Ah, I did not think of it. What if it were to be? What should I do?" And she sat down by her daughter, and both wrung their hands, and let their tears flow. "Something strange must have occurred," exclaimed the old farmer on the moor. By this time he was not only hungry but cross. "I must go after them." And he went and found them in a stable. "What is the matter?" asked he. "Oh," replied his wife, "when our daughter came home, and she did not see the pack saddle over her head, and she thought how dreadful it would have been if it would fall and kill her." "Ah, to think of it!" exclaimed he, striking hands together, and he sat down beside them, and wept too. As soon as night fell, the young man returned, full of hunger, and there they were, crying together in the stable. "What's the matter?" he asked. "When my wife came home," answered the farmer, "she saw the pack saddle over her head, and she thought how dreadful it would be if it would fall and kill her." "Well, it didn't fall," replied the man, and off he went to the kitchen to get some supper, leaving them to cry as long as they liked. The next morning he got up with the sun, and said to the old man, to the old woman, and to his wife, "Farewell, my foot shall not return to the house till I have found other people as silly as you." And he walked away till he came to the town. Seeing a door of a cottage standing wide open, he entered. No man was present, but only some women spinning at their wheels. "You do not belong in this town," said he. "You speak truth," they answered. "Nor you either?" "I do not," he replied, "but it is a good place to live." The women looked at each other. "The men in this town are so silly that we can make them believe anything we please," said they. "Well, here is a gold ring," he replied. "I will give it to the one who amongst you who can make her husband believe the most impossible thing." And he left them. As soon as the first husband came home, his wife said to him, "Thou art sick." "Am I?" asked he. "Yes, thou art," she replied. "Take off thy clothes and lie down." So he did, and when he was in his bed, his wife went to him and said, "Thou art dead." "Oh, am I?" he asked. "Thou art," she said. "Shut thine eyes and stir neither hand nor foot." And dead he felt sure he was. Soon a second man came home, and his wife said to him, "You're not my husband." "Oh, am I not?" he asked. "No, it is not you," answered she. So he went away and slept in the woods. When the third man arrived, his wife gave him a supper, and after that he went to bed as usual. Next morning the boy knocked at the door, bidding him to attend the burial of the man who was dead, and he was going to get up when his wife stopped him. "Time enough," she said, and he lay still till he heard the funeral pass in the window. "Now rise and be quick," answered she, and the man jumped out of bed in a hurry and began to look about him. "Where are my clothes?" he asked. "So that you are, they're on your back, of course," answered the woman. "Are they?" he said. "Yes, they are," she said. "And make haste, lest the burying be ended before you get there." Then off he went, running hard, and when the mourners saw a man coming towards him with nothing on but his nightshirt, they forgot in their fright what they were there for, and fled to hide themselves, and the naked man stood very alone at the head of the coffin. Very soon a man came out of the wood and spoke to him. "Do you know me?" "Not I," answered the naked man. "I do not know you." "But why are you naked?" asked the first man. "Am I naked? My wife told me that I had all my clothes on," he answered. "My wife told me that I was myself dead," answered the man in the coffin. At the sound of his voice, the two men were so terrified that they ran straight home, and the man in the coffin got up and followed them, and it was his wife again to the gold ring, as he had been sillier than the other two.